Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the choke.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season was big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jamie Collins coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Crowell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
734.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chris Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think a run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
Carr to throw on second down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
On first, here's Washington. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Mahomes now on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Mahomes again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie things up at 13. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, 734. Purdue. What's it hot?
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to counter with Washington. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Left, 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 left. Green.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here comes Nelson.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for what? He's got a man. Complete. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, Mahomes to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's caught by Crabtree for a Chiefs touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the third. Butker now to kick this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go, go. Get set. 808.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Carr throwing on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
One down. Get set.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Taking it about the 16. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Crabtree has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Get set, get set. Everyone's got four down.
On second down, here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vontaze Burfict in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eddie Vanderdoes. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are gonna bring up a 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Richard on the toss. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath for Crowell. And now running right through it. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw on 2nd down. Carr, a little dump off for Crowell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
His throw caught at about the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Now this time Carl throws. And his throw here is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
To throw his car, eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Mahomes. Now he steps away. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
7:34.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.